Happy video day, guys. So Christina, Brooke here. Today I'm going to be doing a really fun video. So this is going to be a collab video with a friend of mine here on YouTube. She actually had sent me over Angelica Nickvist's video. So what she did in the video is she put different makeup brands in this tier list, basically like the best to the worst. Like, it was actually a really fun video. I hadn't seen it yet. I'm actually really behind on watching all my favorite YouTubers videos because I have just been like so busy, and I'm gonna be like watching YouTube for like 5 hours one day just catching up on awesome videos. But yeah, so I saw Angelica's video and it was so good. Apparently Kelly Gooch actually started this video and I was like, yeah, totally, I want to do this. So what I'm gonna do in this video is I'm gonna be doing a tier list. I'm gonna be talking to you guys about a bunch of different makeup brands and I'm gonna be putting them into a tier list. And I created the list based off words that I usually use, and I think it's gonna be really fun. This video is in collaboration with my friend Kelly here on YouTube. So she goes by Bella Beauty here on YouTube, and she likes to talk about makeup. I guess she's a little makeup obsessed like all of us. So yeah, you guys should definitely check out her video after you watch mine. I will link it down below. Go give her some love, and yeah, don't forget to watch her video. But today we're gonna get into this. I'm not gonna hold back, and I feel like I might have been a little harsh on some of these brands, but the truth is, you know, this has not been the year of makeup, and I feel like some of these brands have actually turned me off. So we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it. Let's get real. Let's put them into a tier. And if you're from Kelly's channel, thanks for coming over. Don't forget to hit subscribe if you haven't already. If you guys like makeup and fashion, let's get into it. So my tier list is gonna look like this. Hopefully it's here. So the first category is gonna be is everything, which you guys know, I say that every time something is like everything, that means that it is like the best thing ever. Okay, so if it's everything, it's everything. Okay, so then the next one is gonna be has potential. So what I mean by this is, like, it might not have like everything good in the brand, but the brand has potential to be everything. Like, it's getting there, you know, like it's like a step ladder. It's like almost there. It's just missing a few steps, but it can get there. So it has potential. Then we have it's whatever. And it's whatever is just what it is. Like, it's not like anything out of this world, and it's not horrible. It's just, it's whatever. And then the last one is gonna be what happened here. Okay, so what happened here is just like, what happened here? So for the most part, I think that every brand is gonna have a few products that I probably like, but then if they consistently have a lot of stuff that I don't like, to me, it's like, just like, what happened here? So yeah, I think the words basically say how I feel about the brands. And yeah, I'm not gonna rank every single brand at Sephora because then we would be here like all afternoon. But I did pick a lot of them. I wrote down a lot of them here, and let's get into it. So the first one I put here was Too Faced. Now, Too Faced gave me a little bit of like a, where do I put you, okay? So I ended up leaving it in it's whatever, okay? It was about to be what is happening here, because to be honest, like, I don't think that Too Faced really gets me excited, and they usually don't have very good launches for me. However, just recently, the pumpkin spice that they came out with was pretty damn good. And then also they released the teddy bear palette, which I actually really like. So it came out of the gutter and it moved up a tier for me, just because recently there has been 2 launches that have kind of intrigued me, and I have to say that they were pretty good. I like their color stories. I think a lot of the other stuff hasn't really excited me at all, like lip injections. I don't want my lips swollen for 5 days, but a lot of the stuff that they come out with is not like so exciting to me. I also hate scents and makeup. Like, scents and makeup drive me insane, and Too Faced is like notorious for that. So I'm gonna leave it at it's whatever because of the last 2 launches that I've really enjoyed. Okay, so Anastasia Beverly Hills. We do know that they kind of disappeared and they fell off the map, and we don't know what happened to Anastasia. We're still looking for Anastasia. We don't know where Anastasia went. However, I'm still gonna say they have potential, okay? Because Anastasia, it was just like they were going on this really great drive, you know, like they just had like the most beautiful things. They brought me the soft glam, which was like my like my everything palette for so long. I love the Soft Glam. Such beautiful palettes released from them. Then they kind of like got a little crazy there for a little bit, like kind of like the young kid that starts going out a little bit too much and just like parties too hard, and then everything kind of gets chaotic. But like I feel like they can get pulled back in and go back to being Anastasia, and I feel like the brand itself just has so much potential that if they do remerge, which I think they are going to reemerge eventually, I think that they're going to have potential. Now, BareMinerals, I'm leaving it as has potential, okay? Because I know that it could probably be one of those brands that it's whatever, because it is kind of like whatever, but BareMinerals has some hit products that are just so essential. Like the BareMinerals Complexion Rescue is my like everyday tinted moisturizer, and I like literally can't live without it. And I feel like there's so many people that tell me like there is one product from BareMinerals that is like essential in their life. Like they just need it forever. So I feel like the brand has potential. It's just sometimes they come out with very boring products. And I wish that they would just modernize just a tad, but stay with their theme just to like maybe grab a few more eyes. But some of the products that they come out with are just like really, really good. So I couldn't put it in it's whatever, because I can't say that, because I have to say that tinted moisturizer is like my everything tinted moisturizer. So I'm gonna put it in it has potential, because even though it's been around for a million years, and if they were to change, they would have probably changed by now, I will still say it has potential. So Beautyblender, I'm gonna put Beautyblender in what happened here, okay? Because I feel like Beautyblender had a moment there that they like sprung up. I feel like, you know, they released this foundation with like the coolest packaging in the universe that ended up breaking on me, by the way. If you guys didn't see the video that I found out my foundation no longer works, yeah. That little cool little packaging did break on me, but they did have like a really cool launch. They started like bringing up some momentum, and then they just like kind of like came out with boring stuff after that. And nothing that they have released lately has called my attention or has even made me like kind of like second think about buying their stuff. So they're just like, you know, the one hit wonder. I don't know. I mean, obviously, Beautyblender is the beauty blender. Everybody loves Beautyblender. But like nowadays, to be honest, guys, I buy these amazing sponges on Amazon. It's me like $6, and they're pretty great. I will link them down below. Okay, so Benefit. Benefit to me is like whatever. They come out with some things that are like good, and then they call my attention. But then like lately I feel like they've been living in the hula land of like hula this and the same kind of releases. I don't think I've ever seen like a Benefit like eyeshadow palette. Do they have eyeshadow palettes? I think they probably do. But they don't have anything that like really like draws me in besides like their staple awesome products that I feel like have kind of gotten a little outdated. So I feel like they're like whatever. Like they're not bad, they're not great, they're just like, I think they need a little revamping. They need a little revamping. Bite Beauty. Okay, I'm gonna say what happened here, okay? Because Bite Beauty, I feel like had this moment that everybody was talking about the Bite Beauty lipsticks. Like their lipsticks were like insane. I feel like the quality was so good. They had these really cool bullets. Like, I don't know, there was something about Bite Beauty that was like so interesting. And like lately, nothing that they released caught my attention. Like, I cannot tell you that I have seen like a bunch of like even YouTube reviews that I'm like, oh my goodness, I want that Bite Beauty thing. Like it's just almost like they're fading, and there really isn't just anything interesting. And even like their lipsticks, I think they're gone, right? Can you find their lipsticks anymore, or did they change them? Something changed with their lipsticks, but I know that there was one that I loved, and I can't even find the color anymore. It's like gone. All right, so this one is gonna be a controversial one, and don't attack me. But I know some of you guys like some of these products, but I have a problem with this brand lately. Dior, okay? What happened here? I'm saying it. What happened here? Okay? For the past few times that I have bought in Dior eyeshadows, I feel like the quality is not there, okay? For the price tag. It's just not there. And I know that they have some good products, and I know like people love their bronzer, some people like their highlighters, but I just feel like you're paying for the fashion house name with Dior more than you're paying for even like the products. Like I know they have good products, and some of the products are decent. Like the Dior Air Flash is like notorious. I know everybody loves it. Haven't tried it yet, but I do know everybody loves it. Lately, like some of their eyeshadow palettes and stuff that releases, I just feel like you're paying so much for the name Dior. I don't think you're getting 100% that quality. You're not even getting that 100% that compact. Like the experience doesn't even feel that luxurious because I don't feel like their cheaper brand, which is the clear packaging, the backstage collection, and it was on purpose supposedly so that they could reduce the prices. But even at the price difference that they sell those products at, like I don't see the quality there. So right now, to me, Dior has not like stood out to me. They could go up. They could go up, but because they're so expensive, that's why I'm being extremely harsh on them. If they had a better price tag, then they would have been like, it's whatever. But because they're so pricey, like, if you're gonna charge me a lot of money, I better be like, with everything about your brand, like everything. Dominique Cosmetics. This is a brand I feel has potential. Okay, so I purchased an eyeshadow palette from Dominique Cosmetics and I was blown away with the quality of the shadows. I love the color stories that she comes out with. The berry one that she released, I actually never picked up the first one and everybody loved it. I bought the one that's called the Rustic Glam. I thought it was beautiful. I love the shadow quality of it. She's released very consistently nice makeup and I feel like she just hasn't done too much wrong. There's some stuff that hasn't got as much hype as others, but for the most part I think that she's done a pretty damn decent job and I think the brand has potential, and if it continues to go in the same direction, I think it could be a really nice brand, like overall a good brand. Jouer. Jouer to me is whatever, okay? Jouer is whatever because their blushes are so good. So I really like the Jouer blushes. They're a little pricey. They're pricey little blushes. But when you get them like in the packs, they're not as bad, you know, like when they do like the holiday releases and stuff. But the blushes are pretty damn pricey. However, that being said, I feel like they have some good products, some not so good products. The Jouer foundation looked a mess on my face. It was terrible. You know, I think that you can't be over 20 to wear that foundation. It was just way too thick, way too dry. I looked terrible. I have never seen myself look so old and heavy skinned before than when I wore the Jouer foundation. So it gave me like nightmares for a while that I didn't like that foundation at all. And I think like it's not a bad brand. I think it's whatever right now. I think it could eventually, maybe one day, move up to it has potential, but I just haven't seen too many things from this brand that have been like, yes, you know? So, Kevyn Aucoin, what happened here? Okay, so there's some products I like from Kevyn Aucoin. I feel like a lot of the products that I like from Kevyn Aucoin are older products that they are known for and that I have tried and I'm like, wow, these are good. And they're like the older products that they're known for. But a lot of like the newer releases haven't really caught my attention. The foundation balm was one of the worst balm disasters I have ever put on my skin. I remember it looking so cool like when I applied it for the very first time, but that thing broke me out like crazy. I couldn't figure out a way to wear it. The color match was so off. I feel like balms in general typically are very, very light on my skin. I have to go like super deep in order for them to match me. But I didn't like the foundation balm after I used it a few times. What else? I got a palette from them once that it was like a face palette that I hated the color matches in it. A lot of Kevyn Aucoin ends up in Marshalls. And I think that may be telling, okay? Now there is some stuff, like I said, that I like of their line, but I feel like all of the stuff that I really have enjoyed like a lot have been from their older releases and not their newer releases. LYS Beauty, okay? This will be my first, is everything. I love LYS Beauty. This is a brand new line to Sephora, but they came in with a punch, a bang, an amazing price point, awesome products, and if you're gonna be in my is everything, you better be everything. I love their price point. I love their products. I love everything. And I feel like the blush is amazing. The bronzer is almost like, it could almost compete with like Charlotte Tilbury. Their foundation is my favorite foundation. I'm wearing it today with a product from the next brand that we're gonna talk about underneath. And I really honestly love this brand. I think it is a fantastic brand. It is everything right now to me because everything I have tried has been like worthy of a favorites video, like that much. The next one is Charlotte Tilbury. So Charlotte Tilbury, I'm gonna put her up there in is everything as well. And the reason is because her makeup, it just looks so good on mature skin, okay? So it's not just about coming out with creative stuff, kind of like what we talked about with BareMinerals, okay? This brand itself has catered itself around being able to really go over every type of skin type. And I love the fact that my mom could buy a Charlotte Tilbury eyeshadow palette and she can use darker colors on her lids or metallics on her lids and she's like, wow, this looks awesome. But that's not the same for some other brands. They won't look the same on her. I have used Charlotte Tilbury eyeshadow products and I have seen the difference. Like they just glide, they look amazing. And maybe her brand does not have the most creative launches. Like lately everything is pillow talk and I am so over it. But the brand itself has a very, very, very good theme. I love their lipsticks. I feel like most of the time when you buy products from Charlotte, you're buying quality. And yeah, to me, that's everything. Makeup by Mario. So this is a new brand to Sephora too. And I'm gonna say that it has potential. It has potential. I'm not gonna say it's everything because to be honest, I like almost everything that I bought from this brand. But there has been a few little launches that have come out that have not called my attention. And I'm on the fence to see if this stays true to like a real creative, very well thought out brand, or if it starts going into the hurry up and sell this, hurry up and sell this type of brand. I'm hoping it stays creative and beautiful like it is right now because they have released some really, really cool products. I've also mentioned this too. Makeup by Mario's brand also has a little bit of a hurdle in the sense that since he's a makeup artist, he likes to release things that are very innovative, are kind of like into like that makeup artist world. And maybe sometimes to the regular consumer it can be a little confusing or maybe not as useful. So I just need to see this brand progress a little bit longer, but I definitely think it has potential. Marc Jacobs. Wow, you know, I used to love Marc Jacobs and I still love parts of Marc Jacobs, but I'm gonna say as of right now, it's whatever, okay? And the reason I'm gonna say that is because lately when I've bought in the Marc Jacobs eyeshadow palettes, it's not the quality, nothing like that. There's something off with the color stories that I almost always feel like there's not enough color. Like there's not enough to pick from, or things go bland, or things need something extra. It's like there's always something off, and the formula is so good. But it's almost like I feel like they need to step away from that shape eyeshadow palette that they do, maybe do something else that gives us a little bit more color selection and maybe change things up a little bit, because I think the way that they have been going, it's changing. And I also think that the competition for Marc Jacobs is, you know, a lot of innovative brands have come out, and even like a brand like Natasha Denona, that she's releasing eyeshadow palettes in a midi size for $65, giving us so many different colors in there. It's different, it has, you know, innovation to it, and I feel like Marc Jacobs is kind of just been consistent, but they're starting to fall behind. And I think they need to kind of change with the time and play a little bit. Their last cherry release was terrible. Natasha Denona is everything. I mean, I love Natasha Denona. She's my favorite brand right now being sold at Sephora by 100%. I love all of her products. I feel like she has changed her brand. She has aimed very strongly onto the consumer. And I think that she's trying to redirect her brand from a brand that was created for more makeup artists to creating a brand that is more accessible to the regular day consumer, but giving them that amazing quality formula that she had developed for artists. And I just think that she just has an eye. Not every palette is the perfect color story, but what I love too is that she gives you the ability to pop out her shades so you could switch up eyeshadow palettes. Like if I wasn't on YouTube, guys, none of my Natasha Denona palettes would look like they look. I would be changing them all up all the time. I would probably have a certain palette that I like to use. They would be like the Sunrise palette would not look like the Sunrise palette. It would literally be a mixture of Sunrise and Zendo. And that's just, if I wasn't on YouTube, that's how it would be. So some of you guys out there, that's probably what you guys do, because that's just something that she thinks of the consumer, and I love that. But her products are good. They're just good. Pat McGrath. So Pat McGrath, I'm gonna leave her in Is Everything, okay? She almost went down a notch, okay? From the last Divine Rose redundancy that she did in February. However, the reason Pat McGrath is still everything for me is because she released that Celestial Divinity. If she keeps on giving us Celestial Divinity style palettes, like maybe even going into December, these blushes that she just launched, which I already ordered, by the way. I got the quad, I got a blush, and I got the highlight. So we're gonna be trying all of that right when it gets here. And you know, like if she keeps on launching things that are so exciting like that, I think her brand will stay where it is. I feel like she may know that her competitor right now is Natasha Denona, because a lot of people are attracted to the Natasha price point and formula. We may start to see a little change. Maybe things are gonna start evening out for Pat McGrath, and her formula is already really good. So let's see what happens. I think there could be an interesting thing happening with Pat McGrath. Pretty Vulgar. What happened here? What happened here? Because Pretty Vulgar actually had a really good bronzer, but other than that, I don't know. Oh yeah, they had a really good eyeliner. They had an eyeliner pot that was really good. But then like their eyeshadow palettes to me have never attracted my attention. A little bit too gimmicky. They have cute packaging, but like, you see, there's something like, if you're gonna give me cute packaging, you better give me awesome quality too, because the packaging isn't gonna go on my eyes, you know? So I feel like Pretty Vulgar missed the mark with the eyeshadow palettes. I don't think I ever like loved them. Maybe you guys do, but I don't. So yeah, I don't know what happened here. Have you heard from them? Okay, so Rare Beauty. So this is a brand owned by Selena Gomez. So yeah, this is a celebrity owned brand. So usually these type of brands don't usually do that great in general, but this brand is good, guys. I really like Selena Gomez's brand. So I'm gonna put him in Has Potential. And the only reason it's in Has Potential and is not Is Everything, because I love a lot of these products from her. I love the foundation, I love the concealer, the lip souffles are awesome. I also like the blushes. The only reason I'm gonna put it in Has Potential is because they're a newer brand, okay? I wanna see if they start pushing products to just make money, or if they stay true to their brand and continue to come out with very good products. So this one's gonna be a wait and see game. I feel like they've come out with really, really good stuff. But when it comes to these kind of brands that are backed by so much money, backed by huge businesses, I just wanna see, are they gonna start pushing things like, oh, another release, another release, another release, and it starts to get a little bit like cash grabby, or if they stay true to how they have been, which I have loved the way they have been, and I think that they have come out with really nice things. And then we're gonna end the video with one more, which is going to be Smashbox. And what happened here? I haven't heard about Smashbox in a long time, have you? Smashbox has my favorite contour highlight palette called the Cali Contour. Do they have anything else? Like, I feel like Smashbox just used to be like one of those brands that maybe when I was a teenager was like so cool. Smashbox. It was like Smashbox and NARS, and even Laura Mercier was super big back then. But now it's kind of like, oh, and Stila. But now it's kind of like Smashbox kind of like has kind of faded. And I don't feel like they come out with things that are very mainstream or things that people are dying to see or creative. So I think that they need to change things up a little. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This was fun for me to film, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave me your comments down below. Of course, this is just fun. These are just my thoughts on these things. You know, some of these brands you guys might love. Just because I don't have the same opinion, or just because right now I'm not like so into them, doesn't mean that they're not good brands. And like I said, some of these might have a product that you love and adore, and maybe I just never tried it, you know? So anyways, leave your comments down below. Let me know what is your tier list, if there's any brands that you love or you think are like, what happened here? Leave me that down below. And don't forget to go and check out Kelly's channel. I'm going to link her channel down below so you guys can check out her video as well. And make sure that you tell her that you came from me. Thanks for watching, and talk to you later.